what's going on at Reading, Pards? Fill me in this, because I'm not too across this until yesterday. It's a former club of yours, so obviously it means a lot to you. What's happening?
Well, the year I went there, they were bottom where they are now, League One. That's where they were. And we put a process in place, the team that I took there, to get us out of that division. We then was taken on by Steve Coppell, who took them out of the Championship. They built an academy. They bought a training ground that was state of the art at the time, owned the ground, and then got in the Premier League. And it's almost unimaginable that they can mismanage that situation, because the infrastructure was all in place to be where they are right now, back to actually square one. Now, the bad feeling is from the bad ownership and bad management of that football club, because bad management is about when you keep getting deducted points. Leagues don't want to deduct points. They don't need that pressure. The authorities, right? You have to do something really bad to be taking points off you. You have to keep doing bad things, making mismanagement decisions, not paying staff, etc., etc. When they do this, when you come into a football club and they do this, is it the right of ownership? You know, they have that test, don't they, to see if you're fit and proper. They call it, right? They should do a fit and proper test after every 2 years or every 3 years on some of these owners, because they come in, they wrangle the money, it's all there. Oh, they seem okay. But when they're mismanaging like this, it's a massive problem. And the fans there, they must be so angry. And I know at Reading, right, and I'll say a little funny quirk on this, because I know the fans there can be a little bit radical. When I first went there as caretaker manager, or I might have just taken over, they had pants day. You know, they were so disappointed with the performance of the team, they all put pants on their head. So we literally had pants day. So all the fans turned up with pants on their head. Now that's sort of making light of a situation. So I know the fans there, they're quite an intelligent group. They get themselves together. They're organised. They care about their football club, and they must be absolutely distraught with what's going on at the moment. Now, obviously, I've seen Mike Ashley, who owned Newcastle, has been involved in maybe taking Reading.
Really?
And so they must have had serious offers. If the likes of Mike's involved in that, there must be an avenue for that guy to move away from that football club, because he has not done the job. He as an owner, for me, he isn't fit and proper. He can't be in the situation they're in.
It's got to get resolved, isn't it? Because they can't be having that every single week.
No, and you know where they are now, they look like they could go down to another division, you know, and end up in the bottom division of the Football League with all the infrastructure that they have in place. Incredible.
And they've got a great infrastructure, as you mentioned off air, in comparison to some of the teams that come up.
And you look at potential owners, right? Forget about who that might be, but Reading is right next to an airport. You're right outside of London. The catchment area is massive. It's a Premier League club. It can be a Premier League club again, no problem. It's perfectly positioned. If you want to live somewhere, go and. Most people who have got a lot of money would like to live in Sonning. It's the most beautiful part of the world. The Thames runs through the Oxfordshire countryside over there. It's stunning. So there's no reason for them to be in this situation. And this isn't just this owner, by the way. The owner before wasn't particularly good, and I can't remember the Russian guy who had it before him. Didn't do a very good job. So it's a continuation of bad ownership at that football club.